Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll try the left side. Billingsley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. This is caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on 1st down, Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Blue dot workers, blue dot workers. Shoot.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Try down these two. I'm going. You're not ready.
Mahomes going to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. They'll try the left side. Billingsley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Look, squeeze. 49, check 5.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Will Fuller, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They run the counter. Billingsley. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Alert 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Hey, tight. Lock 59. 80 weapons. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, orbit. Now. Hard, hard. Ready.
On first down, Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tim Patrick, 48 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. He was looking for Watkins that time.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, lock it.
Lock now on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
He's checking there. Yep.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Will Fuller. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Go, go!
Here's Locke. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
I got you. Joker. Snap.
On third and long, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Shoot! Out. Get it.
They do go for it. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to be brought down. Back back at his own 6-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
57. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Good.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, they scared. Mike 59. Mike. Hey, scheme 6. Check. Back. Check. Go. Check. Outside.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
59. Hey, Haywood. What to be done? Sponge. No. Hey. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And taken right at the 35. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Check, 59. Let's put him on the buses.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke, he's letting this. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Will Fuller, 61 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right in.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mahomes to throw once more. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. This is caught.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Check right.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Here we go. 8 read. Rock it.
Lock now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Lock. He'll get this one to Patrick. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On first down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Locke throwing on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Colin Saunders, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Go!
From the gun on third down, Locke buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Billingsley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point splits the uprights. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Clock now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Able to drop him that time. Go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football.
Just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Lock going to go on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Line, it appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try for Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Not that time for Watkins. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Locke. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
yeah.
Where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Broncos, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.